In this lesson, we're going to be talking about volume of pyramids and cones. Do you remember when we taught you that the area of a triangle is that of half a square with the same base length and height length? I know your mind was blown. Nevertheless, prepare for it to happen again. By the way, we didn't teach you that in this topic. You learned it in probably year 7 or possibly earlier. The volume of a pyramid is 1/3 that of a prism, and to push that further, so too is a cone. And I hope you like the croquembouche here as an example of a cone. So the formula to find the volume of a pyramid and a cone is the same, and that is volume is 1/3 times A times H. So once again, volume equals AH comes up again, but this time we're just getting 1/3 of it, which is kind of like getting a half of a square to get the triangle. So we're going to put that into practice. To find the volume of this square pyramid of height 6 meters and base 5 meters, and we need to give our answer correct to the nearest cubic meter. So once again, we're going to use that formula. We're going to use volume is 1/3 times AH. So remember, the 1/3 is the only thing that's changed here. And in this case, the area is this base area, and the height is this here, which is 6. So for the volume, I've changed it up a little bit. So this is the area of the square, which is base times height, and then the big H here is the height of the shape. And when we substitute those values in, we get 1/3 times 5, which is the base, and times 5, which is the height here, and then we've got times 6, which is the total height of the shape. When we type that into our calculator, we get 50 meters cubed. Going on to an example of finding the volume of a cone, we need to find the volume of this cone, and we need to answer correct to 3 significant figures. So we can see that the radius is 5 meters and the height is 12 meters. So the volume, of course, is 1/3 times A times H. And in this case, the area is the area of the circle. So we're going to substitute, instead of A, we're going to have pi times R squared, which is the area of the circle. And then the height stays the same. And now we just have to substitute those values in. So the radius is 5 and the height is 12. And when you type that into your calculator, you get 314.1592, and it goes on. Remember, when we're talking about 3 significant figures, it's the first 3 non-zero digits. So that means that our answer is approximately 314 meters cubed. And that brings us to the end of finding the volume of a cone. And in our next lesson, we're going to move on to finding the surface area and volume of composite solids.